Just going to hold it for another 20 or 30 seconds. Just make sure it's good and tight. Pull out the official drink of this blog, Pellegrino. I actually dumped a little crystal light powder into this and have a little of that. Tasty, refreshing. Anyway, I'm just going to hold that like that. I'm pretty much convinced it's in and in for good. I don't even have any seepage. Well, I have a tiny bit of seepage on this side. Once I'm convinced that's in, and I have minimal glue on the outside, and this one I can't really see any glue. As you can see, it's nice and seated. Alright, once I've got that in, I'm going to take my nippers. Alright, hopefully you can see this. My nippers are made to cut flush. Alright, and get my nippers. I'm going to stick them. Get this acetone out of the way. I'm going to take the nippers. I'm going to put them just flush. Alright, turn them sideways. Put them flush with the fretboard. If I could get some coordination and hold them correctly. Put them flush with the fretboard and boom. That thing is flush cut. I'm going to do the same to the other side. Take a little bit of care, just make sure it's done right. Done. Perfect. It's in there. I've got just a tiny bit of seepage from the glue. If you look closely, which you probably can't because of the camera quality, that glue comes right to the edge. Alright, that hole is filled with glue. The fret's seated in there. It's tight. I don't think it's coming out anytime soon. One of the reasons these things are glued in is because the fret ends have the tendency to lift up if you don't do it. Well, if it's done correctly and the fret slots aren't too wide to begin with, it probably won't lift up. Plenty of great guitar manufacturers that do not glue in their frets. But, you know, like I said, I had nothing to lose by doing it. It wasn't going to hurt it, and it was valuable to learn, so I did it. So there you go. Perfectly seated fret, glued in, and ready to go. Now I'm just going to work my way up the fretboard and be done. Alright, one last thing to show you. So I can turn the video camera off. I've got a very fine file. Alright, all you do is you put this right on the edge. Once I've got the other frets in, just put it right on the edge and file those things down flush. Once they're down flush, your fingerboard's ready to be bound. And I'll save that for another video.